Welcome back to Everything Money. Today we're talking trades. If you're in the Bidness Nation, our Everything Money community, or you're interested in trading, we're going to look at 3 bank stocks. Mo, we do this very rarely. We're going to look at Jpmorgan, Goldman Sachs, and Citigroup. What are people doing? What are the trends looking like? Show me those beautiful engulfing candlesticks. I present to you Mustafa Hussein. Go ahead, Mo.
So as I talk about on the morning show a lot, banks are the ones that lead the markets. That's why I wanted to do this video. So as the markets go, that's where the banks are going to go. So from the value side, Paul and I don't do banks yet. Maybe we'll do it with Jimmy. I don't know.
Go on.
But from a trading side, this is how you can get involved with banks, and this is how you can catch runs. We have a bank, Bank of America, in the Employed Trader series, and the reason is when everything hits the fan, I want to be able to short that thing all the way down. And they're gonna be the ones that drive the market right back up because the institutions rule everything. So let's look at Jpmorgan right
Before you get into that, Mo, I want to
Yes.
say if you're new to this, folks, this is not a long-term buy and hold for 7 years. When Mo says trading, we're saying let's enter a position Monday morning at 10:06, and maybe by Thursday we're exiting, and our goal is maybe 1-2% at the most.
Yep.
These are not, you can make more if you get lucky, but
Yep.
we're going to show you the rules to follow. So keep going.
Yep.
With
So
Jpmorgan.
So this to me is maybe that we're looking at a long-term chart right now, maybe multiple weeks in this kind of market, and then with what Seth just said, a couple of days on a swing trade, which I'm going to show you next. So right now, it's tough to do banks because you have a downtrend that's confirmed, but you're seeing, Seth, we have this snapback. So the stock price is moving up on us. It's no big deal. It's just the market is up very big today, and banks are going to lead the market up. So before you enter any kind of short position, you always want to have 3 days of confirmation. When we get our first shorting signal, it goes on my watch list. And I'll look at it and I'll say I need 2 more days of engulfing candlesticks down in the negative direction if I'm going short. Right now we don't have that. So what I'm going to look for next, Seth, is I'm going to wait until this stock price comes all the way down here, takes out the low of Monday, which was that one, and then I'll have more of a confident trend moving down. So right now, Jpmorgan, not something that I'm going to participate in from a long-term perspective today, but we'll keep an eye on it over the next couple of days. Well, let's look at it from a swinging perspective. Now, this is looking awesome.
Wow.
I mean, we have a great move through the sweet spot. You have a good engulfing candlestick today. You're completely taking out that 25-day moving average. I would be perfectly fine entering this position right now. That would be fine. Get an engulfing candlestick maybe tomorrow and Monday. Take out these highs. I mean, this is a very good looking stock, but this just shows you how you can be short and long on the same position, on the same stock, and make money in both directions. Because one I was going short on, this one I'm going long on. Next one, Goldman?
Yep, Goldman Sachs.
Let's see. I'm assuming that a lot of these are going to look very similar just because banks do move together.
Look at that.
And it kind of does.
Yeah.
You have it is technically a short, but you have that snapback again. This is because on Monday you had that big drop. But this is another one. Let's just be patient. Wait to take out this low that happened on Monday, and then you can go ahead and confidently short it. But it's going to take some time. Swing trade, again, I'm sure this is probably looking pretty good.
Yeah, look at it coming through.
And this one's even better than Jpmorgan because this one is so low down here. I like that we can, remember, the stochastic, that sweet spot area, I liken it to the cookie jar. If you are entering a position where your red line is up here, you're grabbing into the cookie jar and you're grabbing the crumbs out of there. Where Goldman Sachs is right now, you're grabbing an entire cookie out of that jar. So you're going to be able to catch this thing, run it all the way up through here. So with this one, wait for engulfing candlesticks. You don't have that today. So wait for an engulfing candlestick. Maybe tomorrow you'll get it, something like that. Blow through that 50-day moving average and you'll move on. And I think this will be a really good looking stock. It's very interesting how all these move together, isn't it?
Yeah, let's see if Citi is following the same trend.
Let's see what Citi is doing. So that's looking good. I'll be excited to do that one. And it's uncanny,
exactly the same.
Isn't it? It's exactly the same. And if I'll pull up XLF, which is the ETF, after we're done here. But this one's not as confident of a short. The other ones were coming down off of the top. This one's coming down through the bottom. So again, this is kind of cookie jar going in this direction. There's not a lot of room to drop down here. You're going to face a ton of resistance here. You can actually see where it stopped on Monday. So with this one, when I go and trade certain sectors, I like to pick the best one out of that sector and just make it more easy on myself. Why would I come and trade something like Citigroup from a long-term perspective if I can go and trade it trade Jpmorgan?
Yeah.
Looks so good. Why would I make it difficult on myself? Now I did notice here, look at this.
Look at
This is the best one out of the three of them.
Candlestick.
Great move through the sweet spot. You're not too high. You have good separation between your red and yellow. You have a great engulfing candlestick coming in today that's taken out the 200-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, and the 25-day moving average. Seth, this is a good looking stock. I would not hesitate to add to this one today either, but it's going to be tough for you to break through the 100, but I don't know. It can do it, especially if the Fed just keeps printing away.
What time frame is this chart?
So this chart, good question. This is my daily chart.
So if I'm entering Citigroup tomorrow with an engulfing candlestick, I better be, when am I exiting maybe?
You're probably going to exit when this, let's say that tomorrow this thing moves up here, yellow moves over here. And then let's say that this starts to cross down, this comes up.
Sweet spot
and you
reversal.
get that sweet spot reversal. That's when you'll exit your position. Or you could, if you get an engulfing candlestick tomorrow and it runs right into that turquoise line, which is the 100-day moving average, just take some profits off the table.
You were talking about engulfing candlesticks. I'm always wondering how many we need, Mo. Like, is it 1, 2, 3?
So from a great question. From a daily perspective, 2. That's fine because it happens so fast. Now, from a long-term perspective, that's when you want to have 3 days of true confirmation, because you have to remember, you're going to be entering that thing and you're hoping to be in it for multiple weeks at a time.
Yeah.
You want to enter at a really good spot. This one, it's a little bit more variant. I mean, this was a 4-day trade in here. This was just a very small 7-day trade in here. You were in and out. So you can tell that when you start to get that rollover that's happening up here, you're exiting. This one, you had a really good run, and then you rolled over, you're exiting. So when you get that reversal of the stochastic, because it happens so quickly, that's when you can exit your position.
All right, that's our take on 3 bank stocks. They look very similar, looking pretty good. And if you want to follow Mo in the Bid Ask Nation, you can join everythingmoney.com. The link is below. Click that link below, everythingmoney.com, and join Mo on a daily basis. He will update on you when he's buying, when he's selling. And you can make money. You can make money just like all those folks in Bid Ask. Incredible. So that's our take. Final thumbs up. Join us next time for more trading with Mo.